Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech, but otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and today I want to bring you something that should absolutely terrify you. What's bothering me, I see it more and more everywhere that I go, and I'm getting shut down everywhere for it, though I have not had an opinion. I am an introvert, a basement dweller, somebody who doesn't like to communicate, someone who doesn't like saying anything, someone who doesn't like posting anything anywhere, ever. I have been forced to come out and post because though I have dark places on the internet that I enjoy going to, my dark places are no longer available there because I can't be myself there anymore. Because of Twitter, X, social justice warriors, people in power deciding that they need to change my reality in the places that I need to be. I've been pushed from my realities, and I really don't like that too much. Today I want to talk about r/Canada and one big issue that they're having. Check this out. Saturdays and Sundays are now opinion-free days in r/Canada. No opinions in your own country. This is exactly what is going on in Canada. We are not allowed to have any opinions. Opinion-free zone as far as r/Canada goes. Okay, then what is the status quo? If we have an opinion-free zone, everyone in Canada might just not live because we're just handing out Canada to everyone. The people running Canada doesn't like white culture. They don't like Canadians. They don't like white men. I am making these videos because I am a white man. I have been disenfranchised from the left. I am as left as they come. I have had to come out as bisexual in order to have conversations and be equal to everyone at the table in conversations. I've had to remind people that male children do get sexual and it can happen at parties and stuff. It doesn't just happen to women. Guys, we need to come back to a normal. Saturdays and Sundays are now opinion-free days in r/. Excuse me. We have so many crises going on right now, and you're just telling me to shut up? If I was a minority, you would care. Now, you see, the thing is, I feel like a minority. When I went to school, when I go out in the world, I don't feel like a white person. I don't feel like I'm felt like this, that, or the other thing. I wear pink Dragon Ball Z shirts, and guess what? Even though the color of my skin is one thing, because the color of my shirt is another thing, and because the print on the front of it isn't cool, it doesn't have to do with after-hours parties or clubbing or having sex with other people you're not related to or doing cocaine while you should be working. Then no, this guy's not cool. This guy's not even, he's not even white. He is such a low rank white person. Man, it's just, they're throwing everyone into the same, and then we're not even allowed to talk about it. This is relevant. Now, I keep getting shut down because I keep having voices, but the thing is, if I don't have a voice, I literally have nothing because I've lost my place that I could just sit in and be quiet. I can't afford a place anymore. Though I worked in a factory and that life was hard, I can't afford shit from I can't afford shit anymore. And when I look at people who are running things, I'm finding out they don't know shit from shinola. Look at this guy. At least Trump's trying to frickin' help. He's not just communicating directly with the elites. He's in the elites, and the elites don't like him. He knows what the freaking elites are doing. I better not see any goddamn opinions from newspapers. Oh boy, here's a racist opinion. Two classes that aren't white are clashing. That's racist in Canada because everyone knows if you're not white, everybody gets along perfectly. Let's bring them all in, and we will make them live with the progressives. I wonder if the moderators know the difference between an article and a report, and I'd like them to only bring out reports. Maybe next we will make a rule where we only have news from outlets who are in the middle, who don't care about one party or the other. We wouldn't have any frickin' articles or reports at all then, would we? Soldiers want recognition for dangerous missions. What is... You get paid so freaking well. Wait, no they don't. I take that back. They don't get paid well. I'm thinking about boomer soldiers. I know one guy that got that golden handshake, and holy crap, I can't imagine anyone making that much money just from leaving the military. He was so well off. I take that back. I don't know anything about military people. It's just, I'm grumpy. I love military people. Military people are the best. I get along with them the best. I'm just upset because it seems like there was a time when you were able to have an opinion. You were able to go down to the corner store or sorry, you were able to go to the coffee shop, state your opinion amongst friends, and it'd be okay. That'd be a day. And now it's like if you do that on Facebook, holy crap, everyone shuts you down. Everyone's trying to control you. Like, how far down the rabbit hole are we trying to get here? More people are having opinions because there aren't as much resources going around. The people who are leading us have no idea what's going on at the end of the day. They don't know. Like, for example, JFK. I know I'm talking American, but it comes to Trudeau. Trudeau's one of these trust fund guys. Trudeau hasn't had to know anything about money because he just got money given to him by the Trudeau, Foundation. He just gets money given to him, so he doesn't even really need to worry much about budgeting. And the budget will balance itself, right? Yeah. So all these rich people. JFK, he didn't even know that the Depression was going on. The Depression was so bad that anyone going through it, even in the 90s, were doing the crazy things like hiding their money in jars and clipping out any picture they found on any box, because there was a time when you just didn't even get anything like that. And then the 80s came, the boomers got everything, and now it's a time where they're taking away our ability to even freaking complain because they don't like the way you're saying, because it doesn't say it nice enough. Man, when I got banned on Reddit, it was because I was complaining that everything's so damn hard, and everyone's like, "Oh, you got to find a way to say it nicely." I'm not trying to find a good way to say it nicely. I'm trying to find a real way to say it real, so you will see the real hell that we have going on, and then you'll do something about it. Because, lady Karen, reality isn't the way that you see it. I bet the moderators here are really well-to-do, and they are financially insulated from the hells, the realities going on. I have, where I'm living right now, I was forced to move back with my parents, and across the road from me is a child living in a camper that smells so heavily of cat piss. And the government can't do anything. The best thing the government can do is take that camper and park it at a hotel. Now, I bet you listening here, you don't know the level of hell that I've seen. You don't, and I'm telling you, these moderators absolutely don't know the level of hell that I've heard about. Have you heard about the hotel program in Canada? If you have not heard about the hotel program in Canada, you don't know shit from Shinola when it comes to being in poverty. If you don't know shit about poverty, you shouldn't. This is a place where we should be able to talk about the hells that we face, but we can't, because the ruling class that is financially not with them, they're insulated from it. The ruling class doesn't see the hells, so they won't deal with it. Now, in Russia, when communism came around, the ruling class believed that the poor people just were okay with being poor. They knew what it was like to be poor, but Orson Welles, he knew himself. He saw driving through that city. They know damn well exactly what they're living with. He was on a train going through town, freezing. There was a girl who was trying to get a sink pipe unclogged. For a second they made eye contact, and he could see in her eye she knew damn well the hell that she was living in. But the people who are ruling us keep making stupid rules like this. Guys, this is actually a very big deal. This is a huge deal. And no one's going to do anything. No one's going to say anything about it. It's just going to go forward. And yeah, check it out. We're not even allowed to comment about it. You're not allowed to have an opinion, and we're not giving you anything about it. Meanwhile, we are in such a crisis situation, and the people at the top are locking us out. What's going to happen because of this? Legitimately. Like, I'm not going to do anything. A lot of people, my detractors, are going to be like, "Oh, never mind, so no." I know the difference between right and wrong. I don't do enough drugs to get me off of that. I don't do any drugs at all, actually. I don't. So hey, you don't got a problem with me. I have a place that I could go to after my relationship got nuked thanks to TikTok and the word covert narcissism and all of this stuff. Yeah. The women hearing me right now are going to be like, oh, so that's what happened. No, guys. Maybe reality exists independently of what you think. Maybe, and actually this did happen. I got a therapist who told me that I was narcissistically abused. Okay, so I was in a situation where a narcissist got a hold of all of this information. Yeah, I was the victim of a narcissist. I didn't even know what a narcissist was, but she got a hold of information, and then she decided that she was going to. And then she found out that progressives will give her so much money that, and she would rather have the neighbors help raise the kids instead of me. Do you see how my life is kind of coming apart? Now here's the thing: everything's coming apart, and the people who have all the money are the ones who say what should go on. Now, as my relationship was falling apart, the people with the money and the people ruling things, I showed them videos of my spouse hitting the kids, flat out striking them, swearing at them, and they mostly took her side. Child Protective Services would not even take a USB drive with this stuff on it. They legitimately, straight up, just tried to protect her. She went, everything's so bad. And they didn't see the videos of her letting my kids eat 3.5-day-old Kraft dinner because she refused to clean the dishes. Because if I asked her to do the dishes on day 2.5, she would get angry and not do it for a week and let all of these stuff sit around while she was a stay-at-home mom. Now that's important. She was a stay-at-home mother. It was her job to keep the house clean, and instead she took all the time to be on TikTok and not look after the kids. Now that is a very big problem. And the fact that I've been gaslit by Social Protective Services to tell me that that's not a problem. Hey, has anyone heard about the guy that literally died from eating Kraft dinner that's been in the fridge for 7 days? Yes? Yeah, that happened. That legitimately happened. He's dead. And everyone's telling me I shouldn't worry about my ex who left food out for 3 freaking days and let my kid eat it. Out on the countertop. Like, guys, I had to work. I had a side hustle and all that stuff. So what I'm showing you is this shit doesn't work. These moderators need to learn to eat a little bit of shit and understand that there's shit out there that is to be eaten, and the poor aren't the only ones that have to eat it. Guys, Saturdays and Sundays are now opinion-free zones in my country. I demand an opinion. I get an opinion.